Hi, welcome. My name is Karlene Sinclair-Robinson. I want to thank you for actually joining me today. It is always an important thing to recognize the importance of small businesses and what they do for the economy, what they do for the local market, and how they're impacting their family on that basic level of making a difference. So this year in 2022, I decided that I wanted to actually reach out to more business owners, not just those in my neck of the woods in the Washington um, metropolitan suburban areas. And so I've been, talking with business owners across up and down the East Coast actually to get a better feel for what they're experiencing, how they're overcoming the challenges. Are they getting the help that they need? And so it's been an interesting time hearing back from them. I actually got the opportunity to have some one-on-one conversations with well over 70 business owners, and it has been across the gamut in the challenges that they're experiencing, whether it's the direct access to capital challenges, understanding what the Small Business Administration programs are like, or are they getting local support, local guidance? Do they even really know where to go? And oftentimes we're finding that they don't know where to go to get help, even if we're talking the Small Business Administration. Some of them are fearful of it. Some of them are fearful of the unknown. I guess, at the end of the day, we all are fearful. So with that, it's been a process and the experience of going through the pandemic, the experience before the pandemic. A lot of business owners are now challenged with the fact that whether they want it to or not, they must integrate technology to its fullest extent. Technology is no longer that of, certain types of businesses, or if you're not in cybersecurity or IT or certain types of field related to that market, that technology isn't as important. Some folks are only using the telephone. Some folks are using direct mail, a mixture of both. And then the importance of having a website that is operational, functional, that can help alleviate some of the challenges that business owners, experienced during the pandemic. So to say that, business owners today, those small business owners that were not prepared, did not fully get the fact that technology during the last 20 years was going to shift the market so drastically that they had to get dragged kicking and screaming into this 21st century. So at the end of the day, a lot of them are going to go out of business across the country and elsewhere. They're going to go out of business, and the reason being is that between technology and access to capital, those are two of the critical elements. But something else is that I've been saying to folks, technology has blown the lid off the romance with, or rather, the pandemic has blown the lid off the romance with small businesses. And when you think of it from the angle that business owners, they get up today, they were in a job, some of them, they decided, look, whether it's family situations or they got laid off from their jobs or something happened that shifted the dynamic that they had to create their own, enterprise. Well, at the end of the day, they did not effectively get the type of business development support to really grow a business, to really take it to another level. So we think of, in the farming industry, we talk about subsistent farming, right? Well, in the small business world, we have subsistent type small businesses where it's those that are self-employed and they're comfortable in that zone. Well, unfortunately, the pandemic has disrupted drastically this comfort level that it was okay to, operate the way they were operating. It disrupted the consensus that, oh, I could leave things up to my CPA. I didn't have to worry too much about knowing my numbers and being able to, get direct access to capital. It definitely opened up their eyes, hopefully, right? That they needed to understand how the money was coming into their business, going out, how they were operating. Is that aligning with the times, and is it going to make them be sustainable for the long term? So we've been seeing, and I say we because I work with a number of sources, whether at the state, federal, or local levels, whether directly through organizations or through my own company. But we're seeing that more folks are actually starting businesses, right? And with them starting more businesses, what does that effectively mean? That really means that there are folks now that were holding back. They were too afraid, they weren't sure, they didn't think they had enough money. And so what do? They had to make a shift. They had to make that decision. So if you're one of those, my number one suggestion to you is to get help. It's not just about the amount of money you need. It's not just about, okay, I need access to capital. I need this. I need whatever else. As a woman, as a business owner, as a mom, as someone that's been in this industry in support of other business owners, again, the best thing you could do for yourself and your family and the people you're going to employ or currently employing, the best thing you can do is get some help. Without that, you're not going to be viable. You're not going to be sustainable. You're definitely going to have those faltering steps wherein you might not recover. Too often we're having to tell business owners that, look, your financials are a mess. And okay, I don't personally tell them it like that, okay? But the truth is their finances is a mess. Your CPA is there to provide the financial guidance that it can, but they don't instruct you on operating a business effectively. So it's important that you get training. It's important you go and get direct support to help you build an effective business. For those of you who are in the self-employment factor, in some of you might have a few employees, but are you really working on growth? Are you really working on sustainability and potentially business succession planning? There are lots of examples I could give you over time, but it is important that you look at where you are. Have you been in a stagnant position for a long time? Or are you literally working towards that scaling and you're seeing the results of it? So think about, all that I've said already and see what you can actually do to make a difference, both for yourself, your family, families, along with the people that you're hiring. And then what's that ripple effect that's going to help within the local community, the region that you're in, and your country. So think about those things. I like to have those open discussions, of dialogue around what people are experiencing. Male experience it totally different from females, or I should say vice versa, right? That we are experiencing things in a different way. So be mindful of your fellow small business owners. They might need you too. So in whatever way you can give back to the community. Thank you. Once again, I'm Karlene Sinclair-Robinson, and I'm considered an alternative financing expert and the author of Spank the Bank, the Guide to Alternative Business Financing. You can find me at ksrsolutionsllc.com or on LinkedIn. I'm definitely available online also. Take care, and thank you for watching this video, and I appreciate you and all you do for the people you're serving, and in service to you, come back and listen and watch some more of my videos. Thank you.